Yeah. Get on in here, everybody. Get on in here. And welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another Long Song Saturday. I hope you guys are having a wonderful one out there, whether you're watching first thing in the morning when this video comes out or at some point afterwards. Thank you so much. Hope you're having a great one. For our Long Song Saturday today, we're going to listen, I almost said to watch, but no, we're listening to a full album reaction. We're going to listen to Black Sabbath's self-titled debut album, which came out in 1970, February 13th, to be precise. Like I said, this is their first studio album, and we've listened to a couple Black Sabbath albums, but I wanted to go back to the beginning and hear their original, what they came out with when they first made their name on the scene. And so that's what we're going to dive into and explore today. I do know for a fact that some of you had recommended listening to this album. I'll be honest, I went into my comments looking through, trying to find Black Sabbath self-titled. It was hard. So I apologize. I couldn't find who had actually recommended and suggested this album, but I did look through and try to find you guys. But it just, with the search terms and the type, it was impossible. It wasn't like I could search yes, relayer, and literally all those are just going to pop up. If I type in Black Sabbath self-titled, it was a lot of other stuff that was popping up and not exactly what I was looking for. So, sorry I can't mention you, but I'm thinking about you, even though I don't know who exactly you are. Anyways, I'm excited to go and listen to this album. Like I said, this is going to be our Halloween-themed Long Song Saturday, but you'll notice that there's nothing Halloween around. My wife had put away this stuff, and I don't feel like getting it back out. That's the honest truth. I just don't feel like getting it back out. So, we're doing it as we always do it. And we'll do it well. And yeah, that's it. I mean, as always, before we dive in, press the like button. If you'd like to support what I do on Patreon, you can do so for as little as $2 a month. You don't have to, but it does help and go a long way. Also, while I have your attention, if you don't know, I do have a gaming channel. If you're interested in that kind of thing, obviously, you don't have to, but I have a gaming channel. Just JP Plays. Link is in the description. There's a lot of stuff here. You might see this stuff from like 8 years ago. It's because my wife and I started this channel, and I just took it over recently with my stuff. And it's kind of fun. There's like a lot of cool stuff here. You can kind of hang out. Watch some random games. I mean, Halloween theme.
I was genuinely hoping this would be like a 20-minute segment, and like I'd be done with this by now, and I'd be playing like something fun and. Why is there a fence?
No. Listen, it's a fun time. So just saying, if you're interested, go over there and hang out. Otherwise, that's not what you're here for today. Today you're here for Black Sabbath, and so Black Sabbath we shall proceed, as literally that is going to be the first track off of the album. Self-titled album with the self-titled track with the self-titled band. That's what we're doing right now. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up the album here. We're going to go ahead and give it a listen. And as always, my friends, this one is to you. That's why you always wait till the last second. At the end, it went straight on a march, straight down to heck. Good old heck. That is just a doom metal song. That is a standard doom metal track with that opening slow crawl of a riff. Wow, wow. That's good. That is marching towards a funeral. That is just burn me upon the pyre good. That's a great track. And I love the character that's in Ozzy's voice here. Like he sounds worn down. He sounds weary. He sounds like the devil's coming after him. I think that just works so well in the track. The volume control from all musicians involved is really nice. How it comes down from that big doomy opening and gets back into something very tense, extremely tense. Without a lot of accoutrement, without a lot of tricks production-wise or anything, just sheer volume and, of course, the tone, they've really set the tone for the rest of this album and for this hellish journey that, we've embarked on here. That is just very, very good. I'm very impressed. And then I love how halfway through it gets into the gallop and into, of course, the faster rhythm, which, honestly, I wasn't expecting at that particular point. I was kind of just lulled into this doomy thing. But no, lull I was not. It woke me up very quickly. And we got a blazing solo from Tony as well there. That's just a really, really wonderful track there. Let's look at the lyrics here. It's not too much to look at for this one. What is this that stands before me? Figure in black which points at me. Turn around quick and start to run. Find out I'm the chosen one. Big black shape with eyes of fire, telling people their desire. Satan's sitting there, he's smiling. Watches those flames get higher and higher. Is it the end, my friends? Satan's coming around the bend. People are running because they're scared. The people better go and beware. No, no, no. Listen, Satan, he's on your chops. He's on your heels. He's running after you. Looking at the Wikipedia track for this article, it says that, let's see. According to the band, the song was inspired by an experience that Geezer Butler had in the days of the earth. What? Had in the days of earth? Is Earth a band? Is Earth like the name of their band before? Hold on. We're going to research. Listen. There you go. After previous iterations of the group, the Polka Tulk Blues Band and Earth. Okay. And they got settled on the name Black Sabbath. Okay. I didn't know what he... I'm like, what do you mean in the days of Earth? Okay. Butler, obsessed with the occult at the time, painted his apartment matte black and placed several inverted crucifixes and pictures of Satan on the walls. Osborne gave Butler a black occult book written in Latin and decorated with numerous pictures of Satan. Butler read the book and then placed it on a shelf beside his bed before going to sleep. When he woke up, he claims he saw a large black figure standing at the end of his bed staring at him. The figure vanished and Butler ran to the shelf where he had placed the book earlier, but the book was gone. Butler related this story to Osborne, who then wrote the lyrics based on Butler's experience. So there you go. That's where that came from. Reception. It was ranked the second best Black Sabbath song by these people, which it is definitely a very good one. Very good track. And there's a bunch of cover versions here as well. I don't know any of them since I don't know the band. But there you go. There's that information for you. Also, something I've noticed really quick. Actually, let me bring you back here really quick. So I just noticed, because I use Spotify to listen to the music and such here, which obviously you guys see it pop up on the screen when we're actually listening to it. Here's the track listing for the standard edition. And that track list is not what I have on my Spotify track list. I'm just noticing that. So for example, it does follow Wizard, but after that, I get, I guess, this together kind of track of Wasp, Behind the Wall of Sleep, basically, and then N.I.B. And then after that, I get Wicked World. And at the end, I get A Bit of Finger, Sleeping Village / Warning. So I'm going to... listen, I always follow the original. This is what I follow. So I'll probably pull up YouTube to listen to some of the tracks and continue the album once I kind of run out of stuff here, like with the Wizard. So just so you know, I always follow the original, the standard, whatever that is, I'm going to follow that. So I'll have to adjust how we listen to it as we move forward after the Wizard. But for now, the Wizard, let's go ahead and listen to him. Here we go. Harmonica, huh? That harmonica sound heavy. Woo! That sounds like just a different direction of the melody.
Without warning, a wizard walks by, casting its shadow, weaving his spell. Some great clothes, twinkling bell. Never talking, just keeps walking, causing his magic.
That's a good hit. It's a great hit. Okay, got a little cowbell. It's taking that same formula, that same hit pattern.
Sun is shining, clouds are gone by. All the people give a happy sigh. The years pass by, given a sign. There's all the people feeling so fine. Never talking, just keeps walking. Letting his magic.
That's a good riff. And that's a great hit. Nice bass. That's a great follow-up. That changes the mood immediately off of the tonal graveyard of the first track and moves us into something a little bit more blues rocky, but still has that heart of metal beneath it. That was also a fantastic track. I love the harmonica here. Like, that's such a great like rhythmic pattern. And listen, I don't know why I can't remember which song from either Black Sabbath or Ozzy Osbourne, but the hits and the pattern just change the notes and it sounds like another one. Dun bam 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 bam. I don't know why. I know it's one of their most popular songs. I just can't remember which one it is off the top of my head. But it's the exact same pattern, just change the notes a little bit, and that's what you get. So they would, in a sense, revisit this later on. That's a great track, though. Love the singing. Once again, I love the harmonica. Drumming from Ward is now really showing off. He didn't get too much of a chance to stretch his legs in the previous track just because it was slow and brooding. But this one gets a little bit more room to pop off, pop in, and lock through, and he pulls it off amazingly. Really, really love his grooves there, especially with the drum fills that are used in really pushing that heavy, heavy momentum here on this particular track. Let's look at the lyrics here. Misty morning, clouds in the sky. Without warning, a wizard walks by, casting his shadow, weaving his spell. Long gray cloak, tinkling bell. And like how you get a little cowbell in there for just good measure. Never talking, just keeps walking, spreading his magic. Evil power disappears. Demons worry when the wizard is near. He turns tears into joy. Everyone's happy when the wizard walks by. He's just a good guy, just doing his thing. Sun is shining, clouds have gone by. All the people give a happy sigh. He has passed by, giving his sign. Left all the people feeling so fine. This is a good wizard. Aren't there, I can't remember because I don't know anything about like magic and stuff, but like isn't there a name for like good wizards or good magicians and bad wizards? Like is it white magic and black magic, or like a white wizard and a black wizard? Like I can't remember exactly. I don't know anything like that. Let's see. It says the song was selected as their debut single in France. Okay. Let's see, it was also the B-side to the 70 single, which reached number 4. The Wizard is about a wizard who uses magic to encourage people in encounters. Listen, he's just a good old guy. Says that the song's lyrics were influenced by Gandalf from The Lord of the Rings. Well, there you go. This is just a good old wizard. He ain't got there's nothing wrong. So like I said, I was looking at the track listing again, right? You know, I'm following this. This is the European edition. So what I have on Spotify is actually going to be the North American edition. And when I Googled, or YouTubed rather, like, you know, Behind the Wall of Sleep N.I.B, it seems a lot of places actually put these together. And the actual, you guys can't see my Spotify, but the duration, the 9:45, is exactly the same on here, which also on my end includes Wasp and Basically. So I'm just going to listen to that. We're just going to do that. And if we need to, we'll adjust. Maybe I'll just follow the North American. I don't know. I don't know. We're going to follow something. So let's move on to the next track here, which is going to be Wasp / Behind the Wall of Sleep / Basically / N.I.B. Now, N.I.B, we have listened to a long time ago, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about that one, but let's at least talk about it nonetheless. Here we go. a good album. Oh, get down on it. Good. Like that call. That's good. I like that interesting echo on his voice. It's like you're surrounded by him. Interesting change. I love Ward's drumming. On that drum. So now I'm assuming it's going to be going into basically a N.I.B. I'm assuming. I love a good bass solo. Is it a bass solo fade out? It's a long fade out for the bass solo. It brought that right back. Brought that right back.
Oh yeah. Some people say my love cannot be true. Please believe me, my love, and I'll show you. I will give you those things you thought unreal. The sun, the moon, the stars, all bear my seal.
massive.
Before you know the way I'm going to feel. I'm going to feel. I'm going to feel.
What a great moment.
Oh yeah. Now I have you with me under my palm. Our love grows stronger now with every arm. Look into my eyes, you'll see who I am. My name is Lucifer, please take my hand.
Such a good track. That's classic solo. Classic solo right there. Right back to it.
Oh yeah. Follow me now, and you will not regret leaving the life you led before we met. You are the first to have this love of mine, forever with me till the end of time. Your love for me.
I love this chorus. It's so good.
To be real. Before you know the way I'm going to feel. I'm going to feel. I'm going to feel.
That's crushing.
Oh yeah. Now I have you with me under my palm. Our love grows stronger now with every arm. Look into my eyes, you'll see who I am. My name is Lucifer, please take my hand.
Man, what an epic that is. Just really superb. So I'm just going to count this all as one track. So it's listed as 4. I think it's really 2, Behind the Wall of Sleep and then N.I.B. But I haven't even said it yet, and I guess now would be the appropriate time to say such a thing. Tony Iommi, guitarist, is a riff master, a riff genius. What he comes up with, the rhythmic balance between the hits, where you let it ride, where you stop it, cut it short, the actual rhythm and mechanics of his riff building, I think are amazing. I think they're genius. I think that he has a keen eye and ear into the guitar riff and the chords and everything that maybe was unheard of. I mean, obviously this album is, I believe, most of the time heralded as like the first true heavy metal album. You can clearly hear it. And this is like great. This doesn't age. It doesn't sound aged. It sounds of its time, but it doesn't sound dated. And I think a large part of that is obviously with the production and everything else, but like just the guitar riffs from Tony and how well played they are in this track, how heavy they are, how melodic they are. The chorus in N.I.B. is probably my favorite part of this whole thing because it's just so open, it's so expansive. It feels like a head above the clouds moment in an album full of darkness and morbidity. But like that is da, 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 the way that Ozzy sings there. It's just this beautiful, beautiful moment in the clouds that I think is really, really wonderful. Ward's drumming throughout this whole thing is absolutely sensational. The bass solo that links the two tracks together and brings it together by Geezer Butler is also really nice. It's tastefully done, makes a statement. It stays within this particular lane that the band are currently playing in. It doesn't go off and do anything crazy. You know, like it stays in this particular lane. Like, for example, best way to put it is with jazz drum solos. A lot of times for me, like they kind of go off and do their own thing outside of the rhythm of the music before. They just kind of like do their own. And that's cool for that. But I like how Geezer plays the bass here and plays that bass solo in particular and staying that lane, making that statement, and then, like I said, using that to link between the two tracks and bring it all back together in really, really wonderful fashion. Because when the riff actually kicks in for N.I.B. and he starts it, it's just a great, great moment there. Just really, really nice. Let's go ahead and look at the lyrics first, just because I have it up here with N.I.B. Oh yeah, some people say my love cannot be true. Please believe me, my love, and I'll show you. I will give you those things you thought unreal. The sun, the moon, the stars all bear my seal. Yeah, follow me now and you will not regret living the life you led before we met. You are the first to have this love of mine forever with me till the end of time. Your love for me has just got to be real before you know the way I'm going to feel. Now I have you under my power. Our love grows stronger now with every hour. Look into my eyes, you'll see who I am. My name is Lucifer. Please take my hand. Listen, in the opening track, we were running from Lucifer. Now, you're going to be his bride or his groom. Follow me now, you will not regret leaving the life, but if you led before we met, you are the first to have this love of mine forever with me to the end of time. And I know that the whole nativity in black thing with the can't even think right now, with not an acronym, but what do you? Oh my God! Let me just keep. Let me just read the Wikipedia page. Let me just do this. Let's go here. The song's title has been a source of speculation. Some fans over the years interpreting the title as meaning nativity in black or name in blood. In the early 1990s, Geezer Butler claimed that the title was a reference to drummer Bill Ward's beard at the time, which his bandmates felt looked like a pen nib. According to Butler, originally the title was Nib, which was Bill's beard. When I wrote it, I couldn't think of a title for the song, so I just called it Nib after Bill's beard. To make it more intriguing, I put punctuation marks in there to make it N.I.B. By the time I got to America, they translated it Nativity in Black. So there's the history on that one. And then going back to Behind the Wall of Sleep, I guess I should just kept you guys up here. Visions cupped within the flower, deady petals with strange power. Faces shine a deadly smile, look upon you at your trial. Chill that numbs from head to toe, icy sun and frosty glow. Words that glow read to your sorrow. Words that glow read no tomorrow. That's it. Feel your spirit rise with the breeze. Feel your body falling to its knees. Take your wall of remorse, turns your body to a corpse. This is like, this is either just a very darkly poetic way of talking about falling asleep, like behind the wall of sleep, or it could be about a deeper sleep. Turns your body to a corpse. Maybe it's the moment of death. Now your darkness, there springs light. While asleep is cool and bright. While asleep is lying broken. Sun shines in, you have awoken. All right, I think it's just a darkly poetic way of talking about falling asleep and waking up. That's what I think. Let's go ahead and move on to the next track, which is also the next side of the album here. So I'm just going to follow, I guess, I'll follow the American version. I guess it makes sense, huh? Which that's going to be Wicked World is the next track. Let's give it a listen. That's a tight jam. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. This is a really good one. Just that startup. Like that riff, that melodic riff right here.
He has to choose who's gotta go and die. They can put a man on the move quite easy, while people here under the down of all diseases.
I like that. Look, these hits to change the momentum. A darkly psychedelic moment, huh? It's kind of a cool tone. And the bass just gently humming in the back. Right back in.
A woman goes to work every day.
Love that.
She just goes to work just to earn her pay. Child sitting crying, but life is harder. He doesn't even know who is his father.
And these little jazzy touches. Right? Ward is bringing a jazzy touch to this. Wicked World is a really great track. I love that one actually a lot. That may compete with N.I.B as being my favorite. Right now, I put them very much even. I found the riffs incredibly dynamic. Once again, we just talked about that genius behind the riff dynamics there. I think is really wonderful. Ward stands out greatly. I love the almost jazzy touches. Not literally. It's not like he's playing like literal jazz, but he is kind of like taking a lot of inspiration, I would say, from the jazziness into the subtleties of the music here. You know, the shuffle, the hi-hats, or even, you know, what he does on the ride. And it's not like once again, it's not like he's playing like this, you know, complicated jazz pattern. No, he's just borrowing a few little things from it and then bringing it into this, which I really like how that works in kind of making this a refined tension. And then playing, of course, within the dynamics and the playfulness and the acrobatics of the guitar and the bass. I think that is really, really phenomenal. The middle guitar solo that kind of cuts everything out and kind of lulls us into this abstract Cosmo kind of area is also really cool. Kind of, to me, reminiscent of the bass solo we got previously. But this is just a space for Tony to kind of do his thing. There's just a really wonderful air that's happening in this track. And once again, just very, very impressed. Let's look at the lyrics here, though, real quick. The world today is such a wicked place, fighting going on between the human race. People go to work just to earn their bread, while people just across the sea are counting their dead. A politician's job, they say, is very high, for he has to choose who's got to go and die. They can put a man on the moon quite easy, while people here on Earth are dying of old diseases. So this is definitely them getting to their social activism. This is now talking about, we're fighting on this side. There's so much death and destruction happening on this side of the world, but this side of the world, like, just kind of chilling, or here, people working, just earning their bread, going about their normal activities. And then over here, it's the absolute opposite and complete destruction, which unfortunately has pretty much always been the case in some time period. So I like how they're calling this out in this particular album. And I love the lines, they can put a man on the moon quite easy while people here on Earth are dying of old diseases. That, obviously, you can do both. You can work for cures for diseases while at the same time still expanding and, doing that. They're not calling that part out, but it's the, let's really focus on fixing our problems here before we do anything elsewhere. But like I said, we can do both. Also, at the same time, a woman goes to work every day after day. She just goes to work just to earn her pay. Child sitting crying by a life that's harder. He doesn't even know who is his father. Just calling out a lot of the issues of the day and unfortunately of today on this particular track. Now we are going to move on to the final track here, which once again on my end it shows 3 tracks together, but I think it might just be really one, and they just name some of the intros and stuff. So it's going to be A Bit of Finger, Slipping Village, and then Warning. Here we go, guys, diving in. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Let's go ahead and go through. What is that sound?
Sunrise in the sky, sleeping village, cockles cry, soft breeze blowing in the trees, peace of mind, feel it deep.
Love the atmosphere.
The crashes hit with that riff. That's crushing. That's mountainous. And then light. Okay.
chorus. That is so crushing, though. Especially that second bass note. Listen to the second bass note. Fuzzy. That's a smooth riff.
Now the first day that I met you, I was looking in the sky when the sun turned all a blur and the thundercloud drove by. The sea began to shiver and the wind began to moan. It must have been a sign for me to leave you well alone.
Geezer's bass line is fantastic.
Without you, baby, but my feelings were a little bit too strong. You never said you loved me, and I don't believe you can. 'Cause I saw you in a dream, and you were with another man.
Gotcha.
You look so cool and casual, and I try to look the same. But now I've got to love you. Tell me, who am I to blame? I was born without you, baby, but my feelings were a little bit too strong. but my feelings were a little bit too strong, just a little bit too strong.
This is a cool song. It has so many twists and turns. He's cooking. I like that bluesy call, man. Brought it to complete silence and then stirred it all up. They're just putting out a really cohesive jam at this point. I like the moments that he's getting just a solo, pure solo. It sounds cool how it's overdubbed on top of each other. Started right back up. A lot of echo. What a great guitarist he is. Kicking it back again. He is really playing. It's like a lawnmower outside.
but my feelings were a little bit too strong, just a little bit too strong.
What an totally hit the mic. Sorry. What an epic finishing jam to finish out the album. That was good. That was good. You know what I like about that? Besides a lot of things. Let me get myself up. I'm always not always, but like I like to sit crisscross applesauce in my chair. Where do I even begin with that? This is 14 minutes. This was a 14-minute track. It's an epic. But man, does it sound cohesive. You know I like my progressive music with a lot of turns and this and that thrown out. But I like how this is just very, very straightforward. This is, I have to once again reiterate, to me, the guitar genius of Tony. That whole middle section / near the end, that took up however many minutes it took up, was just unbridled. Unleashed. He was never leashed, but man, did he unbridle himself here. No fences down, all just going out to the horizon and doing whatever he wants, exploring whatever space of the guitar he wants to. He could play something a little more bluesy and rhythmic. He could play something a little bit more abstract and dissonant. And just that whole jam in the middle was just so fun to listen to. And I think that it was the perfect amount of time. For me, at least, it didn't go on so long that I was like, okay. Like, you're just messing with your guitar. Let's get back to the music. It actually, to me, was a good, perfect amount. It was just a little bit of fat. Just a little bit of fat on it. But a little bit of fat is not a bad thing. It adds flavor. And I think that this track had an abundance of flavor. Everyone sounds really, really wonderful. I love Butler's bass lines, the heaviness he brings to the music. He doesn't just double up whatever Tony's doing. He actually comes up with his own creative bass lines underneath that keep things moving in a reasonable fashion. The drumming, Ward is just on it at every single moment with all of the hits, the subtleties, the grandiosities, like bringing everything. And of course, Ozzy sounds really wonderful as well. I like how the track almost starts off with like this, I don't know what the sound is, but there's this interesting sound at the very beginning that's like bong, bong, and I don't know what that was, but it sounds really cool. And I like how they brought that into the mix and slowly unraveled this particular track, and before you know it, it was just this big old thing. Now the lyrics, there's not a lot. Well, yeah. First was Sleeping Village, which we heard in the beginning. Red sun rising in the sky, sleeping village cockcrows cry, soft breeze blowing in the trees, peace of mind, feel at ease. So this was just a nice setting of the particular scenery. And actually looking at this, the lyrics here kind of looks like the album cover a little bit, even though the figure in black also could be described as, from the first track there. It says the song is about a disaster about to befall upon an unsuspecting village. The Jew's harp in the beginning was played by producer Roger Bain, so I guess that's what that sound is in particular. And the only one to warning. Now, the first day I met you, I was looking in the sky when the sun turned all to a blur and the thunderclouds rolled by. The sea began to shiver and the wind began to moan. It must have been a sign for me to leave you well alone. I was born without you, baby, but my feelings were a bit too strong. So he wanted to be with this person, but he saw a bunch of signs around and that kind of gave him the warning of, maybe best to stay away. But I love that line of, I was born without you, but my feelings were a bit too strong. You never said you loved me, and I don't believe you can, because I saw you in a dream and you were with another man. You look so cool and casual, and I tried to look the same, but now I've got to love you. Tell me, who have I to blame? I mean, I guess you only have yourself. You're the one ignoring all the warnings on the signs. Now the whole wide world is moving because there's iron in my heart. I just can't keep from crying because you say we've got to part. See? Heartbreaker. Sorrow grips my voice as I stand here all alone and watch you slowly take away a love I've never known. And that just repeats here at the end. Listen, he saw the signs. The sky, the thunderclouds, the sea, the dream. He saw the signs, and yet he allowed himself to involve himself, and now all he's involved with is a little bit of heartbreak. Please clap. Anyways, this was a really, really phenomenal album, especially as their debut. I mean, especially as their debut album. And I think that this was just a really, really fantastic listen. Wicked World was a bit of an underrated track. I really like that one. And then N.I.B, I would have to say, those are my 2 top tracks, as you could kind of base that off of. Looking at some of the information about this particular album, which we didn't even really look at. I guess we could check it out really quick. It says the album is widely regarded as the first true heavy metal album. Let's see, I'm trying to find any chart information. Okay, here it is. It received generally negative reviews from critics upon release, but was a commercial success, reaching number 8 on UK Singles Chart, or UK Albums Chart, and 23 on the US Billboard Top LPs Chart. And of course, it gained a lot of respect there afterwards. It says, I only said, we just went in the studio and did it in a day. We played our live set, and that was it. We actually thought a whole day was quite a long time. And then off we went to play in Switzerland. Aside from the bells, thunder and rain sound effects were added to the beginning of the track, and the double track guitar solos of N.I.B and Sleeping Village there were virtually no overdubs besides those. I only recall us recording live. We thought we have 2 days to do it, and one of the days is mixing, so we played it live. I love that. Played the whole thing live, just got it out, got it done, put it down, hand it to the mixer and say, here you go. The key to the band's new sound on the album was Iommi's distinctive playing style that he developed after an accident at a sheet metal factory when he was working, in which the tips of the middle fingers of his fretting hand were severed. Iommi created a pair of false fingertips from plastic from a dish detergent bottle and tuned the strings on his guitar down to make it easier for him to bend the strings, creating that massive heavy sound. See, I remember that you guys did say that, he had an accident with his fingers, and that's really interesting how he adapted to it so that he could still play guitar and in the same respect, creating his own very unique sound and style at the time. That's really cool. Ozzy has always spoke fondly of the recording of the band's debut album, saying, once we'd finished, we spent a couple hours double tracking some of the guitar and vocals, and that was that. We were done. They were in and they were out. Of course, they got all the lyrics. Let's see, the artwork here. I guess this is where the artwork was taken, or the picture was taken there. And there's some other information here, but obviously really, really, really fantastic album. Once again, I want to thank you guys for spending some time with me and listening to the album with me. I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. You can follow my Patreon if you wish. $2 a month if you want to sign up. You don't have to. You can make an account for free, but otherwise, you get some exclusive content over there. So thank you as always for being here. Please, please, please come back tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.